Hello and good evening, and welcome to another video here tonight. I'm down here back at the good old Bill Quay Farm here in Gateshead, and the time is 5 to 12 midnight, so it's 5 minutes before midnight, and it's a Monday night, a Monday evening. I'm trying out a brand new camera here to see how it holds up compared to my other cameras that I usually use for stuff in night vision, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure yet, but I don't think this, I'm not sure if this camera records EVPs or not yet, so I don't know if I'll be doing any asking out or anything tonight. I might do a little bit, I might not, it depends how it goes. But from my tests inside the house with this camera, nothing picked up, not that I was doing any communication or anything, but sometimes even when I just shoot regular videos in the house, sometimes I get like little voices in the background that wasn't me, you know, and it wasn't the neighbours either, because you can tell by what's being said some of the time, you know, it wasn't definitely not the neighbours, because the neighbours don't shout my name usually through the walls or anything like that. So, so I'll try this out and see how it goes. I was thinking of taking a little walk down to the Cricketers pub. I think it's called the Cricketers Arms. As you know, there's another pub around here, I think, called the Cricketers Legs. I think there is. I heard a rumour anyway. But I watched a video the other day that was sent to me on a link by someone in my comments here on my channel. He's called Craig. He used to live up here in this area, I believe. And he filled me in on some very good information that I didn't know about. He told me that years ago, down here, not far away from where I'm standing right now, down the bank somewhere, a very sad story actually. It was quite horrific. A little girl, I don't know how old she was, maybe she was between maybe 9 and 14 or something like that. I'm not sure of her age exactly, but he told me that she was murdered in a really horrific way. I can't remember all the details, but she was in a bad state. She was, her face and everything, it was terrible. But so he told us all about that, and he told us her name as well. He told us her name was Mary Stewart, and he said sadly her body was found many years ago down the bank somewhere near the river, down the bank from here somewhere, from this farm area, I think, as far as what he told us. I mean, it could be further that way or this way, I don't know which. I don't know the exact spot, and I don't think he does either. Just that it was down the bank somewhere near the river. So so he told us that, and he sent us a little video, a link to a video from Alan Robson's Ghost Hunts. You know Alan Robson from Night Owls? I think he's one of the ones that first influenced me to get into this type of thing, along with some various TV shows in the past that I watched. And Alan Robson was inside the Cricketers Arms, but before he went in there, he walked along Keelman's Way, which is down by the river from where I'm standing here, like I just said before there. And he started the video off walking down there with he was on night vision. It was a full spectrum camera, I think it was like a purple tint. And then he walked all the way along past all the vandalism with pictures of Fred Flintstone on the wall and stuff down the bottom, next to where the factories are. Like what used to be factories. I think some of them are like derelict now, I'm not sure, where they've got the graffiti on the wall outside of them, on the outside of them. And then he went into the Cricketers Arms and he did a little investigation thing in there with his partner Kenny and the cameraman. I don't know what the cameraman's called, I forget. And I think they were using the necromancer, but I only saw the first part. Alan Robson always does these investigations in 2 parts. And then he tries to charge you money for the second part. Entice you with the first part, Now if you want to watch the second part, you got to splash out, you know, give them some cash basically. I don't do that. All mine are free and they always will be. But I don't agree with making money out of paranormal, investigating and watching them and stuff like that, or even getting into places and paying to go in. I don't agree with that. I think it's just shafting people out of their cash, cashing in on the ghosts. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Alan Robson still does some good stuff here and there, of course. He influenced a lot of people to get into this sort of thing, and that's why a lot of them are possessed now. Ba-dum-bum. I'm not going to mention any names or anything. Anyway, what else was there? Yes, he also told us about a pub that was just down from the Cricketers, round the corner. The building's still there, but it's not a pub anymore. They converted it into flats. He told us all about this. It was called the Albion. It was a pub. And there's a famous story when it was open and running as a pub, where the barmaid saw this guy sitting at the table in the corner. I think it was in the corner. And she went over to him, because she had spoken to him before and that. And she was shouting his name, Charlie. Hello Charlie, you alright and all that? And he wasn't responding. He was just staring. He wasn't even looking at her. He was like staring at the wall in front of him. He didn't even bat an eyelid. He didn't even hear her. It seemed like he didn't hear her or notice her. And she was right next to him. So she felt a bit uncomfortable. And she left him alone. But here what happened was, she found out later on, she told a few people she saw this guy, Charlie. He's called Charlie Gordon. No relation, by the way. That's my first name. That's his second name. And believe it or not, she found out he'd already passed away like days or weeks ago. So what she had seen was the ghost, the apparition of Charlie Gordon, sitting at his favourite table in the Albion pub here at Bill Quay. So that's interesting, isn't it? It's a famous story apparently attached to that place. So they changed it into flats, the building, where it is now. I mean, it's the same building, but they added a bit onto it, and they've made it all into flats. I might have a look down there as well if I can make it down there. I should be able to, hopefully. And we'll have a look at that place, because Alan Robson didn't look outside of there. He didn't even mention that bit, I don't think. So many thanks to Craig for letting us know all that information and the stories that I've just told my viewers here about. Anyway, we'll have a little bit of a look around here at the farm first before we go down there once again, okay? So I'll be with you in a minute. Awesome. Oh my 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 god, I've had that on the whole time. Oh shit. Oh well, I wasted a bit of light there, like. Right then. So. I've just realised, by the way, I was doing a test of the camera, just checking that everything was okay before I started recording. And what I've just noticed is, I forgot to turn me extra... Something made a noise there. A bang or something. Just in front of us. What the hell was that? Anyway, we'll find out in a minute. Well, maybe we won't. As I was saying, I accidentally left the other light on, which was pointing forwards, not at me, wasting the battery for a little bit. So I've wasted how long? Let's see. Wasted 8 minutes of battery or so. Oh well. See how it goes. I just heard a noise over here. Could be the alpacas, like. That's probably where it is in the field over there. Yeah, that's probably where it is. Because I can see one in the field actually. I don't think my night vision stretches quite that far from here. But there's at least one or two in the field. I'll leave them alone the night. They need to get that peace and rest, you know, and what have you. So at the minute I'm standing outside the cafe area once again, next to the picnic tables. As you can see, with the barrels, ho ho ho, and the bottle of rum. I think I said that last time I was here as well. I'm getting a little bit repetitive. Just a little bit though, not too much hopefully. But the night's not over yet. As I pointed out, it is quite late. So, and there's another thing I just noticed over here, on the gazebo, because all the trees, I mean all the leaves most of the leaves have fell off the trees, you know, with it being autumn and all that. So what I've noticed is, well, I didn't just notice it, but I've just realised what it is. There's a weather vane on top of the gazebo, and I thought it was a cockerel, because when I was last here, the trees were covered in leaves and they're sort of touching the weather vane type thing on the top of the roof, and you couldn't see it properly. But I'll just show you it. If I go back up here, oh, that's a step. I'll just show you it. See if we can see it better. I could see it from where I was sitting before here, but up there, I'm trying to get a decent shot of it. Oh, I can't see very well from here, unless I can zoom in. Hang on. See if I can zoom in. Oh, I can. Right, there it is. I don't know if you can make that out, but it's actually like a goat or a ram. I'll zoom it out. The zoom isn't the best. So basically what I'm thinking is, and it's got number 6s all over it, like they're like holes in the form of the number 6. So I'm thinking that might be a cultic, the goat in the number 6, you know, because this place I believe is run by the council, you know what I'm saying? And also the sides of the gazebo here have got like X's and diamonds all over them. So symbolism, you know, symbolism. They hide it in plain sight, right in front of your face, because the bank on the idea you don't know what it means, so therefore you wouldn't think anything of it unless you look into it further, you know what I'm saying? Yes indeedy. I think that's one of Alan Robson's phrases. I'm stealing Alan Robson's catchphrases. You're with the flashing blade here at Metro FM and Bill Quay Farm. I don't know, I didn't mean to say it like that, it came out wrong. I was going to say, you're with the flashing blade here at Bill Quay Farm. There's a car park in the entrance up there. I don't know if you can see it, but didn't expect to see that the other night. Because usually there's not cars parked in the entranceway, right in the inside the farm entrance. Like, there's a car parked here. I don't know if there's a driver in it. I better not go too close. Hello, why not? We'll just walk over here a bit. I don't think there's anyone in it, because being here the whole time I was having something to eat on the seat over the wall here. So yeah, there's definitely nobody in it unless they're asleep. So I don't think there is anyway. I'll just go over here a minute. I'm going to go back over here first to where I just was, but on the outside of it. Basically, just down this little street here, because you can get back into where the cafe area is with the picnic tables in the farm. Oh yeah, oh that hurt. I just bashed my leg with the pedals. Oh my god, that hurt. I think I've took the skin off. Oh my god, I need a skin graft. Bloody hell. So here's the entrance back into where I just came from, a different entrance, but and here's the street that runs along next to it. Some houses here, obviously. Very nice houses, old type houses. A bit like the ones down Jarrow, down Wansbeck Road, and some of the ones next to the Tyne Tunnel as well. Basically. So I'll try one thing first. Thought I heard something there, but I can't tell. I got this bloody hat on that's covering my ears again. And I forgot to bring the other hat with us, the baseball cap. So I'll go back in the air a minute. I want to check something first. But I think I'll sit down to do it. Check along here first, again. There's nobody here. There's definitely nobody here. I'm the only one here, by the way. And there's nobody in the street either. So we'll come back in here first before we go down to the cricketers, because I'm going to do something first. I'll just find this place to sit down. Sit here. Alright. What the hell was that? Made a noise there. Right, okay, I'm having to sit down. It hasn't really got the best back on it. I'm just sitting on the edge of the picnic table. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to see if there is anyone here at the farm before I leave the premises. Leave the location, basically. Hello? 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 Is there anyone here with me tonight at this farm? You may be able to notice that I'm using the camera. Oh, my bike's falling over. Oh, God. I'm such a professional. I just leaned the bike against the table and it slipped. It's twisted the handlebars and it fell over a bit. Could have been worse, like. Could have been worse. Right, sorry for that interruption. My bike fell over a bit. Right, as I was saying, is there anyone here next to these picnic tables? And if there is anyone here, and you would like to me to hear you, could you please talk as close to these red lights as possible, next to this screen here that I've got on my hand? Go this way a minute. Now, am I going to ask you a question, a specific question? And if that person is here, could you kindly let me know? Well, I'm going to ask you, can you please tell me your full name? If you could tell me your full name, I'd be very grateful for that. Is there a young girl here by the name of Mary Stewart? Hello, Mary, if you're here. How are you doing tonight, Mary? How have you been keeping? Have you been okay? If you are here, and you did hear me telling that story about what happened to you, I wasn't trying to upset you. I was just telling me viewers, because this goes on the internet, so people can watch the video at some point. I was just giving them a bit of the history of what someone told me about what happened here many years ago. So he told me about what happened, he'd researched it. I didn't have a clue about that. He used to live in this area, so he looked up some of the stuff about it. Because what I do most of the time is, when I do my videos, is I like to go into places like cold without knowing much about it, or nothing about it, and just try investigating to see if there is anything going on there, there's any spirits or people there. And then sometimes I do some research after it to try and match up things with what I'd recorded, like people speaking to us and what they were saying and their names and things. That's the way I tend to do it most of the time. But on this occasion, I got the information that I wasn't expecting to get from my friend online called Craig, who I just met the other week online on the internet. You see. So if you are here, Mary, how you been passing your time? What you been getting up to? Anything interesting? Did you see what I was doing over there next to the trees in the gazebo thing, the little shelter? Did you see what I was doing? What was that? 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 I swear I just heard like a moan or something, like Did somebody just make like a little whimper moany sound or something? Was it me bike? I don't know. Something made a noise. Hang on, I'll try standing. I thought I heard someone like a moan or something. Mary, that wasn't you that made like a noise there, was it? Like moaning sound or something? Did anybody else just moan about something there? I hope I didn't upset you. I'm not trying to make you upset or anything like that. So please don't worry, okay? Just come here to ask you a couple of questions, have a little chat, that's all. Nothing to be afraid of or anything, okay? Just me and me camera here. I don't have any weapons on us or anything like that. Is there anyone here that's able to like knock on one of these picnic benches to let us know if you're here? Because I can't hear you so far speaking or anything. Is it possible you could give us a little knock knock? Let us know you're there? Anyone? Or some sort of a noise? Any sort of noise? Anything? What do you think of me hat, by the way? Do you like it or not? What was that? I just heard a little noise there. Was that you? I heard a little tap or something, like a little something. Hey, thanks very much for that, if that was you knocking. Just to confirm, just so I can make sure that was you, is it possible you could do that sound again, a little bit louder by any chance? Mary, is that you, Mary? Knocking? It's okay if you can't, just checking to see if it was you or not, because sometimes it might be something else, you know, out in the street or something, a bird maybe dropped to the ground or something, I don't know, anything, you know what I mean? Hedgehog could have fell down the flight of steps or something, you never know. Right, well, I did hear a noise there. I don't know if it's picked up on the camera, I hope it did. I did ask if anyone was here, if they could knock, and I heard something, so I don't know. It could have been, or it might not have been. I'll have to listen to this back and see if there was anything else that I missed, or I didn't hear with my ears. And plus I've got these muffled lugs with these things on, you know what I mean? I feel like Deputy Dog. Dig nabbit muskie! Hang on, that didn't come out right. Dig nabbit muskie! That wasn't very good either. What the hell does Deputy Dog sound like again? No, that was way off. I wouldn't win a prize for that impersonation if I was in a contest or anything. That's for sure. Well, Mary, if you are here, I must let you know I'm going to try and walk down to the Cricketers pub now. So if you fancy coming down there with us, please feel free to come along if you want. Okay? Okay, so I've just arrived here at the Cricketers Arms, which is not too far away from the Cricketers Legs. pub somewhere around here, I believe. So I've been told anyway. But anyway, this is the pub where Alan Robson did one of his investigations, and he did tell the story about Mary Stewart, who I don't know if he went into the murder details. I can't remember all the details myself about that, but I know she got murdered and she was found at the bottom of the bank, like I said, over there. So we're going to have a look outside of here and see if there's anyone lurking about here. He also mentioned there was an apparition of a woman. I think it was a woman that was seen walking through the pub inside, but her face was covered in blood and everything. I think parts of her body was covered in blood. She had a dress on, and people thought it was like a practical joke or something, like some sort of dressing up. Someone had dressed up, you know, like a Halloween type thing, you know, with the blood all over them and looking a bit dishevelled, scary looking, you know. But apparently it wasn't. It was an apparition. I think it disappeared in front of them or something. I forget exactly what happened, but they realised that it wasn't a real person, you know, a living person. So let's have a look around here then. So here is the pub itself, and obviously Alan Robson would have went in through this door here. I don't think he went in through a secret door. There's a light on upstairs. I have to be quiet. I didn't realise people were living in the pub, but I guess there must be. So there's a nice sign above the door up there as well, saying the Cricketer's Arms, and it says free house. I don't know what that means. Does that mean you get free pints, or you can rent a room in there for free? I don't know. I don't really know. There's a nice old-fashioned light up there as well. Look at that. Yeah, it's like Victorian style or something. And there's another door over here. And look at that. Someone's left their bike outside. And it's not even locked up. I wonder whose bike that is. Strange. Looks a bit like mine, actually. Hang on a minute. Oh, hang on. It is my bike. One more bit. You make you make mistakes in the dark sometimes. Get confused at this time of night, you know what I'm saying? Get confused at this time of night, you know what I'm saying? Get confused at this time of night, you know what I'm saying? Get confused at this time of night, you know what I'm saying? Get confused at this time of night, you know what I'm saying? Get confused at this time of night, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this must be the entrance for the staff or something, I don't know. Maybe that leads to a different apartment or something. I'm not sure. I've never been in this pub because I don't frequent pubs. I never really did. I don't drink alcohol. It's a nice building though, isn't it? For sure. Nice building. And over there, of course, is the 3 flats in the distance across the river. Over there. And just down this bank to the right, and you walk along there a little bit, and that's where the Albion pub used to be, that Charlie Gordon's apparition has been seen in. I wonder if he's been seen more than once or just once. I'm not 100% sure. Well, let's have a look around here. I'll just get my bike turned round, because you can go into the back. Although, hang on, there's picnic benches over here, and there's a car parked here. That was a stone hit me wheel. It just got flicked up from me boot somehow. It's like a catapult almost. So you got picnic benches on the edge of the bank here, very nice. There's how many is there? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. 5 picnic benches. If anyone comes out, here as I see is on the security cameras, if there's any, I'll just tell them what I'm doing. I'm not here for any nefarious purposes, obviously. So here we have the back or the side garden to the pub, whatever you call it. Some nice seats, yeah. These could come in handy any second. And each one of them have got like a little pot in the middle of the table. Look at these. So we've got quite a few tables here. Very nice setup this is. There's a little tree over the wall here. So it's got some nice shrubbery and weeds around the outside. I think they're weeds, I'm not sure. It's hard to tell in the dark. I like that tree over there, this little tree here. Almost looks like a huge stick of broccoli or something. I'm probably on security camera here, no doubt. But it's alright because I'm not going to steal anything or anything. So you get, what's it? 1, 2, 3, 4 seats at each table by the looks of it. 4 seats at each table. Very nice. You never know, one day this pub might shut down. I hope not, but you never know, because the other one got shut down, didn't it? The Albion. Probably too much competition between all the 3 pubs on the bank. Because there's another one at the top of the bank up there called the Wardley, I think it's called. Yeah. So, let's have a look over here. There's no one of these pots. I don't know what they're for, like. Maybe for putting their tips in or something. If they bring your drinks and your maybe some meals out for you. Maybe. Here's round to the back of the pub here. Can I get far around here? Is it too rough? We can see into the pub here. The back is a window. That's where Alan Robson was. See if I can recognise it. Where he was inside. Can I get close enough? Hang on. There's bleeding red weeds and stuff and grass in the way. Oh yeah, I think I recognise it. He was sitting over there in them seats when he did the investigation. But you can't see with the night vision, so I'll switch it off. Hang on. Oh, that's the wrong button. Turn this off a minute. There, you can see inside the pub a bit now. Alan Robson was sitting just in front of the pool table beyond that little fence thing. In the corner, I think. And he was standing next to the bar in the corner as well, I think. But that's just a quick look inside because the lighting's not too great in there. Right. So, that back on. See better now. And there's a big empty field on the bank here in front of it. Some big trees and like forest area over there. I think that might be the area where Craig, your friend online I just met the other week, he said when he was a kid, he was down here with his friend amongst the trees somewhere along here, I think it was, and he saw 2 blokes, the both of them saw 2 blokes fighting each other amongst the trees. And this is, they look weird looking, like it's all, they look real but not real at the same time, and they were dressed in Victorian clothing, I think. I think it might have been them trees, but it was somewhere along by this river anyway. It might not have been those particular trees where he seen them, you know. When Alan Robson did his little investigation inside the pub here, like I say, I don't think he came round the back here unless he did that on part 2, I don't know. Because I didn't see part 2 because I'm a skinflint. I haven't joined Alan Robson's thing. You've got to subscribe, I think, to watch every part 2 of his videos, his investigations, you see. I'll try and get around here. Reverse. Sort with this, like. I'll not go right the way down there because the grass is a bit long, like. So we'll go back where the seats are and behind the pub here, down the side of it. I'm going to have a sit down, but I'm going to park my bike up somewhere. Very much. Can't see a thing. We're looking at this bright screen on the camera. As far as I haven't fell down flat on my face yet. So far, you know. I'm a bit winded after having the chips. I wasn't going to have chips tonight, but because I've had a bad day basically. My landlord sent us a text saying, "Can I talk to you about the increased rent?" I thought, oh my god, here we go. Because I don't know if I can afford it yet, and it looks like I probably won't be able to. So I'm going to have to be forced out of the house. I'm going to have to move out somehow. It's going to be a traumatic experience and a half, I'll tell you. But anyway, I've seen some patterns on the screen here. You know, these are quite comfortable seats. These actually, at this outside this Cricketer's Arms pub. And there's a sign up there as well. Yeah, there's a sign on the side of the pub here with the name of the pub on as well. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Right, well, while I'm sitting here, I'm going to see if there's anyone here with me. I doubt there will be though. But we'll have a check. Is there anyone here with me right now? Hello? Anyone by the name of Charlie Gordon here? Just noticed my battery's going down pretty fast here. I hope I've got enough battery to finish off what I want to do here in the video. I'll have to hurry it along a bit, I think. Once again, is there anybody here called Charlie Gordon? If you're here, Charlie, how are you tonight? And in case you wonder what I'm wearing on my head, I must tell you it's not a dead cat, so don't worry. I like cats, so I wouldn't want a dead one on my head, you know what I'm saying? It's a furry hat, it's like a Russian style hat. You know them type of hats? Are you familiar with them? Anyone? Some people call them trapper hats, because I believe in America, like out in the woods and that, some people wear these hats when they're going out to like hunt for squirrels and things, you know. But I'm wearing it to keep warm, but it's not that cold tonight, surprisingly. Do you think it's cold tonight, anyone? And if there's anyone else here with me, if you want us to hear what you're saying, could you possibly speak right close to this screen, you know, where you can see me on the screen? Could you speak next to that, because that'll record your voice. Do you remember when Alan Robson was at this pub a few months ago? Did anyone remember Alan Robson being here? He came to ask you a few questions. You did an investigation. He tried communicating with you and stuff. Do you remember? I don't know if you're aware of this, but Alan Robson, the guy that came here, he made like a video investigation, like I say. He used to be a famous radio presenter, DJ, and he did a show called the Hot and Heavy Express on a Saturday night, where he played lots of really good heavy metal music, you know, rock bands and all that, Kiss, Scorpions, Rainbow, Saxon, you know, people like that. You know, if anyone's familiar with any of them bands, is anyone familiar with them? And if you're not familiar with those groups, those bands, what sort of music do you like? Have you got a particular favourite music artist, group or singer? Just getting a bird's eye view around us here. Well, it's not exactly a bird's eye view, but it's a 360 view or something similar. Can you see those 3 red lights on me camera? Anyone? That's those are infrared LEDs. That means I'm using night vision so I can see in the dark. Otherwise you'd be seeing a black screen right now instead of me on it all lit up. You know what I mean? Mary Stewart, are you here with me right now? Because Alan Robson says that I think he said you come to this spot and you hang out inside the pub. Is that correct? I just realised, you know, I'm asking all these questions, and since this is a new camera, there might be some people talking to me here, but it might not record them, because I don't know for sure whether this camera picks up EVPs or not yet. Some don't. If it doesn't, it's going to be a bit disappointing, like, because you know, when you bought a new camera and you spend a bit of money on it, with night vision and all that, you don't want it. The last thing you want really is not to record EVPs. You don't want that sort of scenario, but it could be the case. It could be the case who I got wind. So here's my view from where I'm sitting here at this table in this very nice beer garden area outside of the Cricketer's Arms here at Bill Quay in Gateshead. And there's a satellite dish up there as well. And some lights that light up the sign with the name of the pub on it, but they're switched off at the minute because it's quite late. And there's some houses over there, some people still up, the lights are on upstairs, I can see. Probably peering out the window thinking, "Hey Maureen, who's that over there at the pub? He's sitting in a beer garden, what the hell is he doing? He's not going to rob the place, is he? I hope not. Has he got a pint? I think he's got a pint." "No, Tom, that's not a pint. Those are the little cups for putting the tips in, you silly bugger." I don't know. But I like how I made the husband sound female there and the wife sound male. Well, we do live in an inverted world, so never mind. It's kind of appropriate. Well, it is late, you know. I get a bit mixed up when I'm this tired, you know. I've got to make me way all the way back home yet. I don't know. So I've got my bike parked here next to us. Once again, is there anyone here with me? Have you got anything you would like to ask me or tell me? Anyone got any questions for me? I'll answer them, if you've got some. I mean, I might not be able to answer them right this second, because if I don't hear you saying them, but what I will be able to do is... What was that? I just heard something there. Did somebody just say something there? Hello? As I was saying, if I record you asking me a question and I hear what you asked us, I'll go back home, listen to it, and then I'll come back on another night, right, and I'll answer all your questions if I heard them. Is that a good deal or what? It's fair enough, isn't it? Because what you might not realise is, you know, when you people consider you to be spirits or ghosts, right? And you on a regular basis, most people can't see you or hear you. But what we can do is we can use cameras and recording devices that can record what you're saying, or at least some of it, and then we can play it back and then listen to what you said, and if you asked us anything I can answer your question when I come back, you see. And other people do this as well, not just me. I'm just small fry when it comes to this ghost stuff. You know what I mean? I'm nothing special. I'm just some guy who makes videos for YouTube sometimes, and sometimes tries to communicate with spirits, ghosts, and some stuff like that, you know? That's all. That was me tapping on the table there, my hand. Speaking of which, if there is anyone here, would it be possible for you to knock on the table that I'm sitting at to let us know if you're here? Could you possibly give us a really loud knock on the table or something next to me? Just to let us know that you're here, that's all. Well, I didn't hear anything this time so far, so it's okay if you can't do it. I totally understand, or you don't want to, that's fine. You might be tired. I'm a bit tired myself, I don't blame you. It's a bit late, like, isn't it? I didn't come here to disturb you, by the way. I do apologise if I've woke you up or anything, you know what I'm saying? But don't mind me, you can just go about your business and I'll not bother you or anything. I'm just here to ask you a couple of questions and I'll be off. So over here is the field where I just went in. I was just round that corner there. That's the window where you can see the pool table where Alan Robson was inside there. Okay, well, I think that'll about do it for tonight. So I'd just like to thank everyone for watching this video, and please can you let me know if you did hear any voices or any sounds on here that wasn't me, and I'll be very grateful for that indeed. And I must point out I got some new protection things. Well, I got this one today. It's a crucifix that's made out of shungite, which is a dark, well, a black coloured crystal. It's supposed to protect you from evil spirits, demonic entities and anything very negative. But it's I'm just giving it a trial period at the minute because I just got it. And I've got other things on as well. So Jesus Christ is protecting me right now with all his love, light and glory. I am protected by the blood of Jesus Christ as I'm doing this little investigation. So don't even think of trying anything if you're evil, okay? Because you will regret it, I promise you. Because I intend to be polite to all spirits, and I'm only ever unpolite to the ones that are causing us physical pain and discomfort. That's the only type I've been unpleasant to. That's it. And anybody else would be the same, even if a living person attacked you. Obviously you're going to have something to say, aren't you, if someone's treating you badly, really badly. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be nice to them. Why would you? They didn't respect you, why should you respect them? You know what I'm saying? By the way, behind us here there's a tiny little snail climbing up the wall. He's that small you can't see him, I don't think. But never mind. That's how it is. That's how it is. So with that being said, thank you very much everyone. Please don't forget to subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me at some point in the future. And don't forget to give us a little thumbs up if you enjoyed any of this video here tonight at Bill Quay, at the Cricketer's Arms. Okay, so thanks very much for that. I really appreciate it from every single one of you who does that. So, okay, so thanks very much. I'm going to head back home now. It's getting rather late. It might be a bit of a struggle getting back because I'm so tired and everything. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. So good night, and bye-bye for now. Ta-ra now.